Caleb, what's it like for you this week preparing to face Matt Eberflus as the defensive coordinator on the other side?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same as preparing it each week for me. You got to go out there and execute the plays that Ben calls. And then other than that, I've played a bunch of kind of ball versus that defense and kind of how he runs. So it's interesting in a way. Obviously, Matt was my coach obviously last year. So just being able to move past all of that and be able to go out there and help Chicago Bears be one of those weeks.
Okay, love-hate quarterbacks. Headline Matthew by that man. Caleb Williams. Been a bit of a rough start to the season, but Caleb has shown signs, and he gets as favorable a matchup as possible in Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, you can't ask for a better matchup than the Dallas Cowboys, who rank 30th in pass defense through 2 weeks. They're allowing the 4th most yards per pass attempt. We thought Russell Wilson was dead, and then he shows up. Then suddenly he throws for 400 yards against the Cowboys. So Caleb Williams, who looks pretty good. I mean, Jalen Hurts, Russell Wilson both scored at least 24 fantasy points against these Cowboys. The over-under in this game is 50.5. That's the second highest on the Week 3 slate. Bears have a top 5 implied team total. Yeah, Caleb Williams. I'm a QB6 this week. I think Caleb cooks.
Yep. Well, you mentioned Russell Wilson, the original chef. Let Russ cook. Russ cooked last week, Lawrence, and now he plays the Kansas City Chiefs, who are a bit of a pass funnel with how good their run defense has been.
Yeah. Quarterback 2 last week for Russell Wilson. He indeed got to cooking. And just like you said, Kansas City's defense is better against the run that they've been against the pass these first couple of weeks. But the thing for Russell here is he's the Giants' leading rusher right now. 67 yards through two games at 6 yards per carry. Kansas City allowed Justin Herbert to go for 32 yards in week 1. So I think, and part of it is I think Russell's like running for his life. So if he could get those 3-4 points, because he's not going to go for another 400 passing yards, but he could probably get 3.
Yeah.
Especially if they're losing.
Yeah, the funny thing is, I know this isn't the case, but they're doing these designed runs with Russ, and I'm thinking, like, when they're doing it, and he's not that fast anymore, it's like, are you trying to get him hurt? Just putting him under a little bit of pressure there. Dak Prescott on the love list, Matthew. Dak, he just looks like 2023 Dak again.
He really does. You couldn't ask for a better matchup with the Bears as well. Through 2 weeks, they're allowing touchdown passes at the highest rate in the NFL. They're also giving up the 3rd most yards per completion. They rank 31st in pressure rate. So Dak should have a very clean pocket. Oh, by the way, Jalen Johnson out for the Bears as well. So clean pocket, depleted secondary. Give me all the Dak. He's my QB7 this week.
Yep. Okay, a little off the beaten path pick here for the love list. Cam Ward, who has not produced statistically the first 2 weeks, but I do think in terms of the underlying stuff, just the eye test, I think Cam Ward's good. I think he's going to turn the corner. Now the Colts, we'll see how good the Colts defense is. I think with Travarius Ward and Latu back, they'll be better than they were against the Broncos. But it's not. He doesn't have to face as an elite pass rush. You have to play the Broncos in week 1. You have to play Jared Verse and co in week 2. This is going to be easier. The Colts do not have a great edge rushing room. I think Cam Ward is going to continue to take strides. And I think, look, he'll trend towards being a viable QB2 at some point, probably just knocking on the door to that as opposed to there right now. But I believe in Cam Ward. I think he is going to turn the corner. Let's get to others receiving votes, headlined by Drake May, who's taken a pretty big leap this year, Matthew.
Yeah, this is my favorite stat of week 3. The Steelers are allowing the 5th most yards per pass attempt. So far, they've faced Justin Fields and Sam Darnold. A guy that doesn't throw and a guy that, literally, Justin Fields and Sam Darnold, and they're still giving up the 5th most yards per pass attempt. Patriots, by the way, top 5 in pass rate over expected this season. And how about Jared Goff as part of that shootout on Monday night? Baltimore 25th in pressure rate through 2 weeks. When Goff has time to throw, he's pretty lethal. 53.5 again, highest over-under on the slate. We expect a lot of fireworks.
Yep.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com. And I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched. Or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest RotoWorld fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.